Unmasking the dark side of open borders and illegal migrant policies. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. We dig into the depths of the continuing dilemma regarding open borders and illegal immigration policy in this thought-provoking video. Prepare to unearth the hidden truth and put light on the dark side of these divisive subjects. Did you realize that open borders and anti-illegal immigration measures have a negative side effect? While they may seem to be humanitarian remedies, they often have unintended effects. Let's start with national security. Open borders offer weaknesses that thieves and terrorists may exploit. Dangerous persons may readily enter our country without effective screening and control, putting our safety at risk. Second, there is a financial effect. Illegal migration puts a pressure on our resources, such as healthcare, education, and social services. The burden rests on taxpayers, who must absorb the expenditures of the flood of unauthorized migrants. Third, free borders have the potential to undermine the rule of law. Without control over its boundaries, a country loses sovereignty, enabling outside forces to manipulate and affect its affairs. It undermines the democratic process and undermines people, faith. Illegal migration also leads to human trafficking and exploitation. Desperate people looking for a better life are often prey to vicious crooks, who take advantage of their helplessness. When considering open borders and immigration policy, this cannot be neglected. This is not to say that we should not express sympathy or assist people in need. It implies that we must have a balanced strategy that takes into account both the safety and well-being of our own residents, as well as those seeking a better life. We can safeguard the safety of our countries, while also assisting people in true need, by establishing solid immigration policy and border control measures. A Republican senator, a potential presidential contender in 2024, spoke out Friday against the growing grim situation at the Mexican border, saying, "Hannity, that Democrats are just concerned with their own power acquisition. For the Democrats, there are two key causes and purposes here. 1. They want your votes. They will have these illegals voting long before the election on November 24th. 2. Terrorist strikes are number 2. The Democrats are inviting, putting, and assisting terrorists in preparing to attack us. They want America to be attacked for a very precise purpose. Declare martial rule, and you suspend elections, the Constitution, our rights and freedoms forever, as well as the posse comitatus, which prohibits the employment of military personnel to enforce domestic laws. Once the Constitution is suspended, they will send in foreign and United Nations forces to assassinate Americans. The Democrats are who and what they are: a domestic terrorist political party, similar to Hamas, which the Democrats support. We hope that more people were aware of these realities. They have maligned Trump from the start. Yet despite those who want to demolish him, he has been a very successful president. Nothing new here. Democrats don't care about their own people because if they did, they would do something about drugs, violence, inflation, and security. But they don't. They let it continue, and who suffers the most? Their own followers. All they have to do to get support is dish out handouts and spread some falsehoods. But in the end, it is their own liberal fans that get cooked. A high-profile dangers to the country being apprehended within the U.S. long after they illegally crossed the unsecured border, including a 29-year-old, unlawfully present Mauritanian or Senegalese citizen. He was apprehended near Lukeville, Arizona, 2,600 miles distant from where he reportedly crossed the border. The suspect is sought in Senegal on terrorism-related charges, and was apprehended in New York City on October 17. Although he was first apprehended near the border, and handed a notice to appear paperwork by Border Patrol before being released. According to ICE's enforcement and removal operations, it's a simple concept. The president has signaled to the entire world that our border is insecure, unsafe, wide open, and undermanned, adding that Biden's most important statutory responsibility is to safeguard the country, which he refuses to do. Biden cannot keep America safe until the wall is completed, or other sophisticated border security measures are implemented. Biden is giving them a lesson by forcing them to accept free housing, free healthcare, and free transportation in addition to welfare. The take-home message is, tell your friends and relatives they are welcome in the US. As long as they vote Democrat. Instead of finishing the wall. They have literally been selling off the wall's construction material. They just will not employ accessible military-grade equipment that can see under the earth and over a wall. The question is why? It's easy. Democrats are looking for new votes. And that illegal immigrants are an easy future demographic. California as an example of a state that allows illegal immigrants to vote in local elections. This government, in my view, is so devoted to an unsecure, hazardous, and wide-open border because it boosts their poll numbers, while denying leftist allegations that such thoughts are the result of a white nationalist, great replacement theory, which holds that white Americans should or should dread rising non-European immigration. We don't care where immigrants come from as long as they arrive lawfully. The spread of accusations on the left that the right is indulging in such white nationalist ideology is part of one of the extreme left's founding philosophies. They are only concerned with one thing: power. They will manipulate individuals in order to get control over them. They are uninterested in racial advancement. They're not discussing how we can all get along. Here's what they want. They want a monopoly in America that allows for socialism to be the finance system of our nation. That allows for their conversation around equity. Give it away, not earn it. They're discussing ways to eliminate personal responsibility. Because the Democratic Party, headed by Joe Biden and the extreme left, is more interested in power. Race is being weaponized. They use immigration as a weapon. They weaponize the country from which they originate. It is absurd to suppose Republicans seek to be, or by definition, biased or racist. How about this? We love America as it is, not as they would like it to be. We must be dedicated to ensuring that there is a front entrance and not a back door. The reason Biden is starting to notice the border problem is not because of the fentanyl epidemic, the flood of illegal migrants crossing the Rio Grande, or the terror suspects apprehended within the country, but because of poll numbers ahead of his re-election quest. It was 2024 and the election that caused him to even turn the conversation toward our southern border. This is just ridiculous. Finally, we must recognize the unspoken facts and consequences of open borders and illegal immigration policy. It's time to have an open and honest discussion about this vital topic. We can discover answers that benefit everyone if we work together. The video for today has concluded. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this informative video. Remember to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of the most innovative material. If you liked this video, please share it with your friends and give it a like. Goodbye and have a pleasant day.